Hey guys, Vegan Mr. here, back with another video, and I'm finally back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, part of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Now, I know it's been a long time since I last uploaded. That's entirely my bad. That was just some really bad timing on my part. I, had videos scheduled to upload, and then school started, and then I had no time to, make or upload videos. So, again, that's entirely my bad. I had some terrible scheduling, but we're back. We're gonna try and finish the trilogy this summer. By, August or September, I'm gonna try to finish the entire trilogy. And afterwards, we'll get into Apollo Justice, Duel of Destinies, Spirit of Justice, and the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles that are on the Switch, which that I am still going into blind. I have owned the game for months, literal months, and I have kept myself from playing it just so I can go in blind whenever we play it on the channel. But that's in the far future. Right now, we have a game to get back to in Justice for All, and that is... what? Oh, yes, Reunion and Turnabout. Yes, I got confused for a second and I thought I was in the wrong one. Yes, we are in Reunion and Turnabout. That is the next case in this game. That was no accident. Hello? I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Mimi? I love the cold opens in this game, man. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. So this actually takes place before the Lost Turnabout, if you're trying to keep a timeline straight in your head. Which, even Capcom can't do that with these games in the cases, so... what depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. That's what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother bringing an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear my 1500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl? I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Reminded me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crush! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of a medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I... Now, I'm only going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? Well, that's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as much patients these days. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. For me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Maya. Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes. I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes. Am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I've heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. Wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be your first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that's why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Crane Village. Crane, I don't know. So this is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Oh, she's so cute. What? Hello there. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Huh? Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't really think you'd show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I would have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well, anyway, congratulations. I'm glad that your training's been going well for you. Oh, hi, Maya. Let's start with Maya. Oh, it's been a long time. Let's talk about today's channel. Yes. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And, to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Uh-huh. So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Let's talk about Crane Village. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep, Crane Village. But I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fey ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Let's talk about the girl earlier. She's so cute. Like, I love her. Okay. She'll play a major part in, well, a relatively major part in the franchise. Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Fey. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means... Is she also... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. Oh, I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearly is my auntie's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Karain Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright. Good luck, Maya. Thanks! Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Alright, let's move on to the meditation room, the only other place we can go. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It'll rain cats and dogs today, she said it with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manner. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. That's actually much appreciated. Let's talk about today's channeling. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's definitely something that anyone will willingly sign. So, how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Karain School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Sure. Let's move on to the channeling chamber. Wow, it's just a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey. Nice to meet you. I wanted to speak to you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you've already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. Why did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. Why are you saying thank you is my question. Let's talk about Maya. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry? She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Karain channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I am merely a member from the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Karain school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master. So that's how it is. Okay, let's talk about today's channeling. Morgan Fey here will also play a major role in the upcoming games. So, today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I'm in the process of preparing. Okay, let's talk about this channeling chamber then. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh, the secrets of the Karain techniques cannot just be seen by anybody. I never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what that lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not the evils of this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. On that note, let's get out of here, yeah? Alright, let's move over. Let's explore a bit. Let's move over to the Winding Way. Or Winding Way? It's probably Winding Way. Wow, this garden's really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Yeah, it definitely does. Oh, it's already cracked. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm talking about nonsense. Let's move into the side room. So, this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out across the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Yeah, let's get out of here. You actually can't examine the sleeping person in the bed. I wouldn't, obviously, but... Hey, you! Hold on now, this guy's got a few questions to ask. Huh? Sure, I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? I haven't seen you in what, a year? You are a lot of hair, a lot of heart. Who are you again? A lot of heart. Oh, excuse me. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo. I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, lot of heart. So I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The challenge is about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. Lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Yeah, so if you guys don't remember, a lot of heart was involved in the last case of the previous game with Edgeworth and the DL6 incident, yada yada yada. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I could finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Alright then. And now we wait. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What are you... This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lana up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Yeah, no, literally all you do is just wait. Or not! Hey now, what was that just now? It came from inside the chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Break into the chamber or ask Morgan what to do. Break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Loyal, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to have to break the door. Is that all right, Miss Fey? Well, yes, but there is one matter that is... Don't try to stop me. You can send a repair bill to Wright & Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Quite frankly, I'm just surprised that Nick managed to break through the door. Oh. Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lana, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, Hurry before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Let's leave this to Granny. And now we've moved over to the Crane village, or outsides. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Well, let's talk to Lotta, see if we can ease some of those anxieties. Let's talk about what you witnessed, as if we didn't witness the same thing. Hey, mister, that gal, Maya, she wasn't the one to pull the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her own physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only 2 of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Let's talk about Dr. Gray then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a-hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Well, that's all we can talk about here, so let's move back into the meditation room, see if anything's happened since. Mr. Wright. Miss Fey, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. Spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jim Shoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. The 2 of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Yeah, and we can't really do anything in here, so we have to move back out to the Crane village. Oh, Jesus, man, what is going on with my voice? She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, don't let me be next! God, don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd be another dead body on your hands. Mine. Okay. Any ideas, Lotta? Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going out for photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh, yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. She did. 2 even. The Seance Murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside of me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. And she's gone. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? Because we kind of have. Anyways, back into the meditation room. And now this time we're actually allowed to go into the channeling chamber. So, let's go. The police are busily running around here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Gumshoe, we love you, dude. Let's talk about Maya. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional, and yet something about his expression still looks the same. Yeah, same old Gumshoe. Let's talk about the cause of death. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead, but he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Now, why would someone do that? No idea, but that's all we can actually do here, so let's move. Well, we actually have to move over to the side room. So, winding way, and then into the side room. There we go. Now, this is like pretty much the only area where the investigation actually takes place. You're going to be around this area for most of the time for investigation-wise. So, until we get to the detention center, obviously. Because we can't do an investigation without doing a detention center. Huh, I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? So, isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no! Actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes! A person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie. Or Eenie Meenie, I don't know. At college, I'm studying and researching parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Okay, talk about Eenie Miney. Her name is Eenie Miney. I said Meanie earlier, but... So, what brings you here today? So... I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. 'Cause, talking to dead people and, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, allergic to sesame seeds. They, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, felt sick and came in here to, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, slept a long time. Okay, let's talk about what happened. So, you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So, you don't know about the murder that just took place? What? Oh, that! I, totally know nothing. So, who was, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about the victim. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh?
Well, like a long, long time ago, I was like a patient. Yeah.
She sounds like she's trying to hide something. But unfortunately, we can't really interrogate her about it just yet. Nope, don't want to talk, can't talk, don't want to talk. We actually have to move out to the winding way. And hello? There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Okay, let's talk to her. Pearl or Vitamin? Let's talk about Pearl. Pearl! And she... What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay, so yeah, she ran away again. You know what? Good on her mom for teaching her, like, the whole don't talk to strangers thing. Like, obviously, it's, like, we're all making fun of it right now, because haha, not Gumshoe. Gumshoe's who we're talking to next. But, like, we're, like, it's like a funny little thing of, like, Nick looks suspicious, so Pearl keeps running away. But you know what? Good on Pearl. Good on Pearl for listening. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing.
Like, what's all the buzz?
Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of Fey Manor tonight. Okay. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. And it's the next morning. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry get to the detention center ASAP. And it actually takes us straight there. We don't have to do anything. So yay! And yeah, like Nick said earlier, it is a 2-hour train ride. So he's here at 10:30. Oh my god! Nick! Maya! What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be so nice to me. I understand. Maya, you're so strong. Let's talk about the channeling. So, you're the master or something of the Korean school at channeling? Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. Okay, let's talk about what happened then. Or what Maya remembers, at least. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body,
I lose myself, my consciousness.
Then you don't remember a single thing?
When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
A dream? Okay, let's talk about this dream. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that.
I see. I have no idea what to say to that.
There was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before.
I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course.
But
what's wrong?
Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands.
That's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure.
Stop it.
Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared.
Don't worry, I will. When is the trial?
It sounds like tomorrow.
As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now.
Wait! This jewel... This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers.
Alright, well, that's all we can do for now. So let's move back to the Wright and Co. law offices. That's where we need to go first, and then we'll go back to Crane Village. Phew. Feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right! Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Right on your desk from the looks of it. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Well, let's hope that this is related to that incident, yeah? Because if it's not related to that incident, then that newspaper is going to be no help. Anyway, back to Crane Village. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Well, let's go find out. Let's move into the meditation room. And then, oh. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Probably. I personally would not want to train in a room that is like adjacent to where a murder occurred. Anyway, we need to go into the channeling chamber. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. Oh, dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. Alright, let's talk to her then. Let's talk about what happened. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? Yeah, no, we've already been here. We've been here. We've done this already. This is old news. Come on. What happened here in this room after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
To make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used a technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in the court of law.
It kind of has to be in this situation, you know? Let's talk about the channeling chamber. By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an expressively strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit.
But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself.
I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be
that folding screen there. It is the crane's sacred writings. Along with the sacred crane urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all.
Dilapidated? Really? Why are we pulling that word out of nowhere? Huh?
So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Till now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great it is greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what? Okay, apparently I can't talk more about that. We do actually need to examine something before we leave this room. We need to examine the folding screen on the very right. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. It's a hole.
Could this have been made by a bullet?
Yeah, and that's the only thing you have to examine in this room for now.
Well, then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave.
Oh, alright. Please tell Maya I said hi.
What was that?
Mystic Maya.
I will tell her.
Yeah, you gotta respect their customs, dude. It might be a weird thing to adjust to, but you gotta respect it. And someone's on the winding way again. Is it Pearl?
Little Pearl isn't here today.
Maybe she's at school? Isn't she homeschooled? Anyway, into the side room. Oof. Maybe I should go, sleep. I don't know what's going on. Or drink some tea is what I should do, actually.
Oh, hey! You're that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy.
No. I'm a lawyer.
That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire.
That's right. Wait, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith, Wright. Well, I got 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at college, and, you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lana ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. I don't know, let's talk to her. Talk to her. We can't talk. We've already talked about all of this. Do I have to talk to her again? Anyways, examine this wooden box that's right here. Now where'd this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. It looks like a box for storing clothes. But it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Now I know that really meant nothing. Just wait, eventually it'll mean something. What? Oh my god, do I have to talk to her? Do I have to talk? We've already talked about all three of these things. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. I don't know what sense that was meant to be, but oh well. Let's talk about what happened, because apparently we have to talk to you to progress the story. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip of reality, let alone on what's going on here. Okay, let's talk about the victim. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? And now, will it work if I go out? Yes, now it's here. Okay, perfect. Pearl! You surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Well, before we actually can talk to her, we have to present Maya's Magatama. Oh, yeah. Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I, worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh, wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. All right, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Well, yeah, so Pearl seems to have this misunderstanding that Nick and Maya are dating. Let's talk about Pearl. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
But by the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes. For example, I study the Korean technique.
Ah, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yup.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. Okay, well, let's talk about the item that's in Pearl's hand. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Accept it or don't accept it? Accept it, sure, why the hell not? Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one, too.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It'll let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's all right with you, I'd like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's powers to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Okay, so supernatural things aside, let's move not to the side room. Damn it. Hello? Wait, okay. I mean, I didn't mean to come here yet, but you know what? While we're here, let's do it. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? That's right, Nick's like 24 in this. Let's talk about the victim. Oh, wait a second, I can't finish this yet. I can't do this yet. Damn it. You know what? It's fine. I want to talk to you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I, totally don't know him.
Now, what is that?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh?
What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psyche locks, Mr. Nick.
Psyche locks, huh?
The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it'll hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give this psyche lock thing a try. Let's not, because I actually don't have the proof yet. Because I was supposed to go somewhere else first. And that is the meditation room. Let's go back to the meditation room. That's where I meant to go, but I like didn't press it down or something. I don't know what happened. But I meant to come back here. Hey, it's you, pal. So, you're gonna be a lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Likes kids. Doesn't have a lot of common sense. Okay, let's talk about Maya's guilt. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? Let's talk about the victim. About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and, huh? Could have sworn I had an article cut out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets. And boy, those are big. It looked really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. He did. So back out of that, we gotta present the newspaper clipping. It says newspaper clipping 1 as well. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Alright, so you can actually look at newspaper clipping 2. It talks about Mimi Miney, a nurse at the Gray Surgical Clinic who died after falling asleep at the wheel. I think that last name sounds familiar. Anyways, let's talk about not Maya's guilt. Oops. Let's skip through that again. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Alright, let's talk about tomorrow's trial. That's what I want to talk about. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2. Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec, but didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? Okay, let's talk about Von Karma's successor. So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor really young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. German, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Well, that's all we actually have to do here. I literally had to come all the way over here just to get that newspaper clipping from Gumshoe. Because that's what we have to present over to Eenie about that Psyche Lock. Because, like I said, Mimi Miney, Eenie Miney, there's a reason those last names are the same. Anyways, we have to do this Psyche Lock on the... There we go. I was gonna say I need to get that Psyche Lock to show up so we can actually do it. This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Oh, right. So what we have to actually do, I completely forgot. We have to actually present Maya's Magatama. I completely forgot this is how it works in this game. Alright. Eenie Miney, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then where's, your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe that you might have at least indirectly known of him. What do you mean, indirectly? I should try and show that possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eenie and Dr. Gray, the newspaper clipping too. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. What is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney's a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So, you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. And now we're able to talk to her about the victim, and she'll actually be truthful. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was, a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. I thought. I heard that, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. A total slave driver. My sis was, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So, is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, drove my sis so hard, so, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, everyone's expectations and, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, are we done? I've, already told my story to, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a Psyche Lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
The log this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying.
For a little kid, you're really mature. I was about to say Maya. Nope, that's Pearl. Let's move. We actually have to move out to Crane Village. Actually, we need to move out of Crane Village and go to the detention center. So we have to go through Crane Village.
Mr. Nick.
What's wrong?
I've never left Crane Village.
Really? Wow, that's, pretty amazing.
You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Hey, wait!
She ran off.
Again. Well, I know Enie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Well, all we can do is go there, so let us move to the detention center. And what time is it now? Oh, it doesn't say a time. Well, what am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister, and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that sort of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But, so, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. That is? Tell me, please! Believe in your convictions, and fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Let's talk to Mia. Not guilty. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you've told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt she had died and been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to have a dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Evidence, question mark? How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I've got nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. But it is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key for this case. The key? Huh. Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Yep, so you're gonna go over to present, and you're gonna present the black key that Pearl had. Mia, have you seen this key before?
The key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happens in this case.
This key?
Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts.
What does she mean?
I'm certain this key will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That's enough.
But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. But Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I could see the psyche locks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? To be continued in the trial. So yeah, that's how your investigation ends. Talking to Mia, who apparently knows exactly what happened, or who the real murderer is, despite having not been present, and despite only hearing, like, Nick's summary of the story. She knows everything. Mia's great. Mia is incredibly intelligent and can figure everything out from tiny details like that, apparently. But, yes, that is all for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This investigation sequence was kind of long. It is because... That's partly because they have to introduce this brand new mechanic into the game regarding psyche locks and the Magatama, which I honestly I like the mechanic. I think it's a cool way of, bringing more of a supernatural element into the game. And, this is, like in the first game, we did talk about sort of supernatural stuff with spirit mediums and the DL6 incident. And, this game and the next game actually use the Magatama element rather well in their investigations. We get to really see more of that supernatural side of Ace Attorney a lot more in this game and in the third game in the trilogy. So I personally like the Magatama. I don't know if there's mixed opinions on that. I honestly I don't pay attention to a lot of that sort of stuff. I just like the game, so I play it a lot. That's all I do. But yeah, I'm rambling for a second. I'll probably talk more about the Magatama in the future with, this game and the third game, Trials and Tribulations, because it is an element in that game as well. I mentioned that. But that's going to be future conversation topics. For now, that is all. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!